Hello, it's me. It feels like a lot more than 2 weeks since I last did one of these, but I've not done a huge amount because I've literally been working. So come payday, it's going to be really nice because of all of the overtime I've been doing. But I've done very little out in the garage and in terms of playing games. So this is going to be one of the quickest videos I've ever done, I think. Um, I've started to get back on that horse when it comes to the weight loss. Um, I literally took like a week off and put on half a stone, and it's stuck. So to help Hannah with being more active as well as me, we've now bought a treadmill so I can get some more walking done, and Hannah can get more done while she's watching God knows how many different series of God knows how many different things. So obviously I've got no Mega Drive games for that. Um, I did buy myself a couple of weeks ago Sonic Origins Plus on the PS5, just so I could play through things like Sonic CD and well, it's mainly for Sonic CD actually, but I remember playing the Game Gear games when I was younger as well, so I'll have to explore them. But um, if you haven't got that, it's really good. With they've got missions to do as well, which are just little challenges and little speed runs for various parts of the game with different completion criteria. Um, and I've had so much fun playing them. But while playing that, I've completed Sonic CD. So I've bought myself, from my list for completing a game, I bought myself Pitfall for the SNES. I was going to go for it boxed, but I just wanted to get it quickly. Um, in the couple of weeks that we had a SNES when I was younger, I remember I completed this game. So this is probably the only SNES game I've ever completed. So that's a big positive. Going back to Sonic Origins, I've always said that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is one of my favourite games ever. I don't think I've ever actually completed it, and I don't think I've ever got that far in the first Sonic either, because I'm up to different levels that I don't remember at all. Was I just awful at games and didn't realise it? I mean, I know I'm awful at games, but am I even worse than I thought I was? Because I've never completed them. So I'm looking forward to completing them, but at the same time, it's blown me just how far off I am. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Um, so I have a handful of pickups from the last couple of weeks. Um, you may remember I was testing out things like the Spectrum and the Atari a couple of weeks ago. The Spectrum won't load games, so I spoke to Retro Gamer Thomas, um, who basically he loves everything to do with Spectrum, to ask him what he thought the problem could be. And just like every single problem with every single gaming machine ever, the first word he said to me was capacitors. So I've been looking into getting the Spectrum sorted out professionally to get the capacitors sorted. But given how much that's likely to cost, I've decided I want to learn how to change capacitors myself and recap my own consoles. So I've got the tools to do it, just not the capacitors. I have got those ordered. But so that I can have a good practice, I've bought myself another Mega Drive with a known fault, which is just that everything has a pink hue. And I think that's something to do with one of the capacitors. I may be wrong, because I don't really know what I'm talking about. But my plan is to have this as a practice machine to practice taking the capacitors out, replacing them, doing all the soldering, seeing if I can get it to work, and then if I can, and I do it successfully, then I can start gradually doing it for other consoles I have. So that's a project in the pipeline. We'll see how well I do with it and whether I get out of work for long enough to do it. Other than that, the only pickups I've made were a single eBay purchase last week, which was a load of Xbox Magazine demo discs. So we've got disc 10, which has got playable demos of Splinter Cell, Sega GT 2002, Madden NFL 2003, Chase, and Death Row. I can't say I've heard of many of them. Then we've got number 12, which has the playable demos of Blinks, Quantum Redshift, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, Tiger Woods 2003, ATV Quad Power Racing, and Battle Engine Aquila. Is Blinks the one where you can like time travel using the DVD remote? I think it might be. But I got Blinks. I don't have Blinks, so I'm sure I've played it. Never mind. I've got disc 14, which has got Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, Panzer Dragoon Orta, Lamborghini, Shenmue 2, House of the Dead 3, and Vex. I might try that Indiana Jones game because I like Indiana Jones, and we've got the new Indiana Jones game coming soon to Xbox, so get me in the swing of playing Indiana Jones. Then we've got disc 16, which has Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Mortal Kombat, Kung Fu Chaos, V-Rally 3, Jaeger, and Mech Assault. Again, I'm not recognising a lot of these games. I don't think I played any console in this generation enough, apart from the PS2, maybe? And finally, we've got disc 19, which only has Brute Force, Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter, and The Great Escape on it. I have Great Escape. I've had someone from work recommend that to me so many times as like one of the best games he's ever played. I bought it shortly after he recommended it to me about 4 years ago, and I've still yet to play it. So we'll see how I get on with that. But that is literally all of the pickups I've got from the last 2 weeks. I'm going to Timeless next week. Should I... well, I should be going to Timeless. So hopefully I'll be able to pick up something decent there. While I've been working, Hannah's been working away in the garage, and I'm trying to persuade her to actually do a video on what she's done with her non-game collection. So we'll see how she gets on with doing that. But other than that, I will see you next time. Take care.